Okay, so let's press Edit Page at the top there, and while that's loading, you can see on the left-hand side the page elements. You've got a logo at the top, some text, a little bit more text here, and then you've got two rows of images here with little titles at the top, and then a little login button at the bottom here. Okay, now each of these elements can be edited independently. Normally in a WordPress site you edit the entire page content area at once, but that causes problems because it's very difficult to create these kinds of layouts. So what I've done is I've installed a theme framework called Divi, and this gives us control over the layout of the page. Now the consequence of that is that this WordPress editor doesn't look like a standard WordPress editor, and while I'm thinking about that, please be careful not to press this button which says use default editor, because it will basically delete all the content that we've got here. Okay, so we've got a slightly different layout, and I can create more how-to videos a little bit later, but as you can see, broadly speaking, you've got a matching structure on the right hand side here to the left hand side. So for example, that image there is actually this image. This text is this text here. This title is this title here, and as you can see, you've got two rows of images with their title which correspond to these images with their title. Okay, so and then at the bottom I've just made a little bit of space and then a footer here with the login link at the bottom, just almost invisible there. Okay, so really if you want to edit this text, what you need to do is edit the page, but then find the page element which corresponds to that. And I've tried to label them, these page elements, so that they correspond fairly logically. Now, these can be moved around. But to edit them, you press on these three horizontal lines. That opens the properties of that element. There's a whole bunch of controls here, but as you can see now we're in more familiar territory. Here you've got a standard WordPress editor. Okay, so I can edit here, and as you can see there's a full stop missing at the end, so let's just put that in, but you can make any editorial changes, obviously. This now brings us to another important aspect. Because this is an independent element on the page, we need to save and exit there, and that has saved that text, but it hasn't saved the page. So this is a bit of a trap. What you need to do is update the page there, and as you can see it's working and now updating. Okay, and it's reloading the editor here. Now on the left hand side, if I refresh this this page, it should come up with that little full stop there. So let's do that. So it's refreshing over there, and hopefully the full stop will appear. Yep, there it is there. Okay, so that in essence is how to edit an element on a page. And as far as the front page is concerned, really you only need to worry about editing this text. Similarly, the other pages are editable as well, and we'll look at those next.